trapped with the mysterious woman who haunts the abandoned hospital. The movie begins by showing a man named Sam and his wife Sarah. Sam is a man who is very passionate about his work. Together with his colleagues, Sam is currently building a technology company. Since the company has just started operating, Sam is required to work harder, which makes him constantly busy. Wherever he goes, he always takes the time to deal with work matters. Because of how busy he is, Sam sometimes forgets to spend time with Sarah. At this moment, Sarah is pregnant with their first child. She fully understands Sam's busyness and how he prioritizes his work because she knows that he is doing all of this to provide for their family. In the past, before they got married, Sam was known as someone who liked to cheat. However, since marrying Sarah, he has tried to abandon that bad habit in order to become a good husband to her. One morning, Sam leaves early to take Sarah to her workplace. After dropping her off, he immediately heads to his office.
Only when I'm texting you.
Call me if you get lost.
On the way, Sam receives an important phone call from his company. He should have pulled over before answering, but being so used to talking on the phone while driving, he picks it up without hesitation. Unexpectedly, a truck speeding from the opposite direction crashes into Sam's car while he is distracted by his phone. The accident leaves Sam severely injured, forcing him to be rushed to the hospital. Upon arriving, Sam briefly sees Sarah coming to the hospital.
Keep your eyes open.
The continuous bleeding makes him weak until he faints. When he regains consciousness, Sam is shocked to see that the hospital is strangely quiet. The only person he sees is an old man lying in a coma in the same room. Suddenly, when Sam turns his head, the old man disappears and immediately attacks him. Shocked and still badly wounded, Sam is forced to fight back with whatever strength he has left. Even though he desperately calls for help, the hospital seems completely deserted, as if abandoned. No nurses or doctors appear despite his cries. With no other choice, Sam kills the old man. But when he tries to seek help, the old man's body suddenly vanishes and reappears back on his bed without any injuries at all. This leaves Sam utterly confused. He quickly changes his clothes and heads to the nearest elevator. Just as he is about to enter it, the old man comes back to life and chases him again. Luckily, Sam manages to escape and reaches the ground floor. There, he searches for other people, but the hospital remains eerily empty. As he despairs over his situation, Sam suddenly hears the scream of a woman calling for help. Sam immediately rushes toward the source of the scream, which turns out to be a young woman named Monica. She is crying out because 3 strangely dressed women are restraining her and attempting to cut her open. Sam quickly fights back to save her. During the struggle, he is stabbed in the stomach, but fortunately, he manages to rescue Monica.
I think you're the first real person I've seen.
Monica then explains that she woke up in this hospital just like Sam did. She recalls that she had undergone plastic surgery here, and of course, she was fully sedated during the operation. But when she awoke, she was shocked to find those 3 strange women. Both Sam and Monica are confused about the hospital's condition, which is eerily quiet and inhabited only by a few bizarre individuals. They decide to head to the hospital's office to look for a map.
Isn't it?
when the not zombies come back again.
On the map, they discover an exit located in the basement. At this point, Sam assumes that the hospital might have been invaded by terrorists, which could explain why everyone else had been evacuated, leaving only the two of them behind. Soon after, they hear a man's voice calling for help.
Who's that? Hello? Yes, in here!
Following the sound, Sam and Monica encounter a man named Carter. He explains that the reason he is in the hospital is because a police officer had mistaken him for a thief at a store. Without giving him the chance to defend himself, the officer shot him. The last thing Carter remembers is being gravely injured and brought to the hospital. But when he regained consciousness, he was already inside this strange place. What Carter experienced is exactly the same as what happened to Sam and Monica. The three of them then decide to work together to uncover the truth about what is happening in this hospital and find a way out. Sam suggests they head toward the basement because, according to the map, there are two possible escape routes. One through the rooftop and another through the basement. Initially, they plan to reach the basement using the elevator. But suddenly, the three strange women begin chasing them. Since the elevator doors refuse to open, they choose to take the stairs instead.
Let's go!
Sam tries to hold the women off by blocking the door, while urging Monica and Carter to go ahead without him. When Sam starts descending the stairs, he notices something unusual. The further down he goes, the hotter it becomes. Suddenly, he is caught by a faceless man who warns him not to go any further.
I saved you from it. Go with me!
The man insists that he is trying to protect Sam from something dangerous below. Just then, a female doctor named Lily appears and saves Sam from the faceless man. Once freed, Sam suddenly collapses from the stab wound in his stomach. He then dreams about the events leading up to his accident.
Deep breaths.
When he finally wakes, his wound has been stitched and treated, seemingly by Lily. Feeling better, Sam immediately sets out to find Carter and Monica. Unexpectedly, he encounters another person who has experienced the same strange situation as him, a man named Frank, who turns out to be a police officer. Frank is actually the officer who shot Carter.
Get away!
He was brought to the hospital after being injured by a gunshot wound. Just like Sam and the others, when Frank regained consciousness, he found the hospital eerily empty. He had tried shooting the windows and searching for an exit, but his attempts were fruitless. Frank felt that something was terribly wrong, especially since when he looked outside the windows, the view was pitch black, as if the hospital was surrounded by some kind of darkness.
Back out. Maybe the whole grid is down.
While Sam is speaking with him, Frank suddenly disappears without a trace. Sam then continues searching for the others until he meets a man named Virgil. Unlike Sam, who is panicked, Virgil seems unusually calm about being in the hospital. He tells Sam that he must go to the rooftop if he wants to escape. Suddenly, the sound of gunfire echoes from an unknown source, and Sam quickly urges Virgil to take cover.
We need to get out of here. I think there's a fire.
Go up on the roof, get a signal, find out what's going on, and, well, these old buildings.
Shortly after, they meet Lily, and the three of them decide to stick together to find a way out. During their journey, however, a heated argument breaks out between Virgil and Lily. Lily insists that Sam must go to the hospital's basement, while Virgil continues to claim that the rooftop is the right way. In this moment, Sam chooses to trust Lily over Virgil. As they head toward the elevator, they encounter a large, imposing man. Sam tries to talk to him, but suddenly a childlike figure appears and points upward. Sam looks up just as the lamp above him shatters. Lily rushes to help him, but the large man approaches and declares that Sam should not be here. He insists that Sam must stay away from Lily, then violently chokes him while warning that Sam's decision to go to the basement will be something he regrets. Virgil intervenes, pleading with the man to stop hurting Sam. Instead, the man turns his fury toward Virgil and chases him. Sam and Lily try to save Virgil, but he mysteriously vanishes. Lily then urges Sam to quickly go down to the lower floors using the elevator. Just as they are about to leave, the large man reappears and abducts Lily, forcing Sam to continue alone. In the basement, Sam is haunted by memories of his infidelity. Despite being married, he had always struggled to resist temptation from other women. Even after catching him cheating, Sarah forgave him every time because of how deeply she loved him.
I'm different now.
In that place, Sam runs into Monica, who is hiding. She explains that she and Carter had sensed a terrifying presence guarding the stairwell, so they tried looking for another way out, but they found nothing. Carter is now searching on his own, asking Monica to stay hidden in the lobby. Before long, Lily reappears, revealing that she managed to kill the large man. Soon after, Sam also reunites with Frank and Carter. The moment Frank sees Carter, he immediately draws his gun, remembering him as the thief who shot him and others inside the store. In truth, there had been another man who was the real thief. Because both Carter and the thief wore similar hooded jackets, Frank had mistaken Carter for the culprit. Carter had never committed any crime, but Frank refused to believe his pleas of innocence. During the confrontation at the store, a shootout occurred that killed both the real thief and a woman. Yet Frank still assumed Carter was part of the gang and shot him on the spot.
Fucking money. Whoa, whoa, now! And you die. But don't move! Hands where I can...
Look out!
I'm sorry. Get away!
Afterward, Frank himself collapsed from a gunshot wound inflicted by the actual thief. Sam immediately tells everyone to calm down and invites them to discuss how to escape. He believes there must be a reason why they are all trapped inside the hospital. Carter suggests that perhaps they are already dead and now exist in a space between life and death. Unfortunately, no one believes Carter's words. Suddenly, Frank shoots Carter, killing him on the spot.
Through a door.
Pointing his gun, Frank forces Lily to show them the way out of the hospital. As a doctor who works there, Lily must know every corner of the place. She leads them toward the basement using the elevator. When the elevator doors open, something invisible seems to drag Frank away, terrifying Monica.
Wait. Monica! Hey, Monica, look at me.
Sam tries to calm her down and asks her to trust Lily. After regaining her composure, Monica agrees to follow Lily to the basement. They head to another elevator to go down. Once in the basement, Monica discovers a morgue. Curious to verify Carter's claim that they might already be dead, she decides to check the bodies there. They also find a telephone, and Sam tries to call for help, but it does not work. Then they notice 3 corpses in the morgue suddenly rise. It is revealed that the 3 corpses belong to a woman, the thief who died at the store, and a man who had been in the accident with Sam. Soon, Frank appears again, demanding that Lily take them to the exit. Lily leads them down a strange corridor bathed in red light with thick smoke pouring out. As Frank rushes toward the end of the corridor, Carter suddenly reappears and tries to kill him, but Frank easily kills Carter once again. Strangely, Carter's body vanishes into thin air. More horrifying events unfold as both Frank and Monica are dragged into the corridor by an unseen force. Panicking, Sam urges Lily to leave, but she refuses and instead tries to force Sam to enter the corridor. Her demeanor changes. She now insists that Sam must go inside. Fortunately, Virgil appears just in time to save Sam once again. He repeatedly urges Sam to go to the rooftop. It is then revealed that Sam is not actually dead. In reality, the bodies of Sam, Monica, Carter, and Frank are all in a coma, and their souls are lingering at the threshold of death. Virgil explains that he is a guide sent to lead them back to life, while Lily is a guide whose duty is to lure them toward death. Their roles are to help these lost souls choose between life or death. In other words, Virgil is like a guardian angel, and Lily is like the angel of death. Because of Lily's beauty, Sam almost succumbs to her temptation to choose death. Had he entered the basement corridor as Lily instructed, Sam's real body would have died. He even rejected Virgil's constant pleas to go to the rooftop, which is actually the path that leads back to life. Since Monica and Frank entered the corridor, they are declared dead in the real world. In such cases, if a soul is killed before choosing between life or death, that soul will perish and remain trapped there forever, endlessly repeating the same cycle. For example, the old man who attacked Sam and the 3 women who assaulted him are souls that had already died in the threshold of death without making their choice. Carter also met the same fate, as he was killed by Frank, causing his soul to die within the threshold. Once Carter's soul died, he could no longer choose between life or death, and his body in the real world would remain in a coma, never to awaken. Even though Sam had killed the old man, and Frank had killed Carter a second time, those souls would revive and attack again. Unless Sam makes his choice, he will remain stuck there temporarily, until he decides whether to go toward death or return to life. If his soul dies in that place, Sam would lose the ability to choose and be trapped forever. Meanwhile, as his fate is undecided, his body in the real world remains in a coma and could awaken only if he chooses the rooftop, the path of life. After realizing this, Sam is guided by Virgil toward the rooftop.
Let's get the fuck out of here.
On his way there, while preparing to use the elevator, Sam encounters a young girl who is also lingering at the threshold of death, her body comatose in the real world. Sam invites the girl to come with him to the rooftop. Just as they are about to leave, the old man reappears and attacks Sam again, desperately trying to kill him and trap him there forever. Sam fights back and manages to overcome him. Quickly, he takes the girl and heads up the stairs to the rooftop. Their effort is nearly thwarted again when Lily suddenly appears behind him, once more trying to tempt Sam to go to the basement. But Sam's strong determination to reunite with his wife and unborn child keeps him from falling for her deception. He finally reaches the rooftop with the girl, and as they both step through the door, glowing with bright light, they awaken from their comas in the real world. After this long journey, Sam finally opens his eyes and reunites with Sarah. From that moment, Sam vows to learn from his mistakes and never repeat the wrongs of his past. He resolves to reduce his working hours so he can spend more time with Sarah and their soon-to-be-born child. The second chance at life that Sam has been given will never be wasted, and he promises to do everything he can to become a loving husband and a good father to his family. And with that, the story comes to an end.